Think you can spot manipulation when it happens? Today we're diving into 5 sophisticated manipulation tactics that are really hard to detect. These are subtle tricks that slip under your radar and make you question if manipulation happened at all. These tactics are so sneaky that even experts can miss them. And I'm not telling you these things to make you a master manipulator. I'm telling you these things because I'm a hypnotherapist, and many people are afraid of hypnotherapy. They think it's mind control. It's not. But there's all kinds of ways that you're being manipulated every day without even realizing it. So subscribe and I will expose all of these manipulation tricks to you. You can also check my playlist, Dark Psychology, link below. Once you know what to look for, you're going to start seeing these manipulation tricks everywhere. Number 1 is strategic omission. Strategic omission is when someone deliberately leaves out crucial information while they're technically telling the truth. They're not lying outright, they're just omitting the parts that would maybe change your decision or influence the frame that they want you in. For example, your friend might ask to borrow your car so that they can run an errand. What they don't tell you is they're planning to drive 3 hours to another city, or maybe they're planning to pick up bales of hay and you're going to get hay all over your car. Someone tells you about a great multi-level marketing opportunity, but they fail to tell you they're going to get a commission if you join or invest. So what red flags can you watch for? Look for stories that seem incomplete or lack important context. If you discover significant details later that would have changed your mind, you may have been a victim of strategic omission. If someone gets defensive when you ask for more specific detail, so how can you protect yourself? You want to be asking detailed questions before you make a decision. If someone gets defensive about your questions, that's a clue that you want to dig deeper or maybe just walk away completely. Number 2, the second trick is anchoring and adjustment. This is when someone presents an extreme position at first to make their real request seem reasonable. They might say something like, "Can I borrow your car for a month?" And you'll say, "No way." And then they'll say, "Okay, let me use it for a weekend then." They anchor you to a higher number than their actual ask. Feels like a bargain. So what red flags should you watch for? How can you know when someone is using this tactic on you? Their initial requests will probably seem unreasonably large. They'll quickly compromise, but the compromise will still favour them. They'll seem prepared for you to say no to the first request. How can you protect yourself? Take time to consider requests without comparing them to the initial anchor. Ask yourself, would I agree to this if it was the first thing they asked? The third tactic is false time pressure. This tactic creates artificial urgency. It prevents you from thinking clearly, looking for other opinions. They'll say, you need to decide right now, when there's actually no real deadline. You'll hear phrases like, "This offer expires tonight. I have someone else interested. Or if you don't decide now, I'll have to give it to someone else. Salespeople love this one. It's not necessarily a manipulation tactic, because salespeople know that if you walk away from the conversation, their showroom or whatever it is, you'll probably never buy the thing you were looking at anyway. I use it sometimes to sell courses, although with my courses I am limited. There is a time pressure that's imposed on me by the course host. So I can only create links for a limited period of time. So it's not always about manipulation, but it can be used manipulatively. And you'll also find it in personal relationships. Red flags to watch out for: sudden deadlines that don't make logical sense, pressure to decide before you can consult others. They won't explain why the timeline is so urgent. The deadline gets extended when you try to walk away. How can you protect yourself? Call their bluff. Say you need time to think about it. They say, no, this is truly urgent. Ask them to explain exactly why. Remember, real opportunities rarely disappear overnight. Number 4 is emotional hijacking. Emotional hijacking is when a manipulator deliberately triggers strong emotions within you to bypass your ability to think critically. They know that when you're angry, scared, or excited, you're going to make different decisions than when you're calm. They might make you angry about an injustice and then ask for something while your emotions are high. Or they'll share exciting news and then slip in a request when you're feeling good. Red flags to watch for: important requests that come after emotional conversations. They seem to time their asks for when you're upset or excited. You'll notice that you agree to things that you later regret when you're emotional. They might bring up sensitive topics before making requests. How can you protect yourself? Create a cooling off period. Tell them you'll think about it and give them an answer tomorrow when your emotions have settled. Finally, number 5 is the reciprocity trap. This is when someone does unsolicited favors, specifically to create a sense of obligation within you. They'll help you when you didn't ask for help, and then they will make requests that are much bigger than the original favor. They might buy you an expensive gift that you didn't want, and then later they'll ask to borrow money. Or they'll do extra work on a project and then expect you to cover for them repeatedly. Red flags that you should watch out for: unsolicited favors. They'll remind you what they've done for you when they ask for things. They'll say, oh yeah, do you remember that time when I helped you build that barbecue? Can I borrow your car? Their requests are always going to seem to outweigh their original favors. You'll feel guilty saying no because of what they've done for you in the past. How can you protect yourself? Remember that unsolicited favors don't make real obligations. Thank them genuinely, but don't feel indebted to them for something that you never requested. These tactics are particularly dangerous because they're often going to come from people that we trust. Could be friends, family members, romantic partners, but they can also be used on a larger scale by governments, organisations. If you want to learn more about tactics like this, how you can protect yourself, get my book, The Dark Psychology Defense Toolkit, details below. Remember, you don't need to prove someone is manipulating you to protect yourself from it. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. If you know someone that could benefit from watching this video, share it with them. Thanks for your time. See you next time.